Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Leos out there from the week of February 10th into the 16th. So let's get after it. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What type of love is coming towards my Leos during the week of February 10th to the 16th? What type of love is coming towards my Leos during the week of February 10th into the 16th? Okay, that feels good. Ooh, all right. Okay, my Leos. Okay. So, right now you are dealing with a situation that is definitely deceptive. Okay, and you need to be careful. There's definitely a lot of deception going on here, and there's definitely some hidden perils. Some things are not quite as they seem. Okay, with this individual is a fire sign individual. All right, so that is an Aries, that is a Leo, or that is a like yourself, or that is a Sagittarius. Now, King of Wands, this is an individual that has the ability to look at the big picture. So they have the ability to look at the big picture. So they don't think um, in terms of tomorrow, next week. This is an individual that's thinking about next, where things are going to be in the next 6 months, the next year, maybe even the next 2 years. So there's a great amount of planning that these individuals have a tendency to do. Okay, in this particular case, I'm getting the sense that here is that there's this sense of deception with this individual when it comes in terms of them being completely honest about exactly what their intentions are. All right. And this individual definitely wants to have children. They definitely want to have children. There's definitely this aspect of children, of material abundance, material happiness, fertility. So this is an individual that definitely is looking to have children. Okay, definitely looking to get married as well, because we have the Four of Wands here. Okay, and this is an individual here that looking at, they're definitely looking to build some kind of long-term commitment, some type of long-term family aspect here. Before we go any further though, let me get some clarification on this moon card. There's something about it that just not sitting well with me. So let me get some clarification on this moon card. Why is this moon card here? Give me some clarification on this moon card. Why is this moon card? Give me some clarification on this moon card. Why is this moon card? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so the deception. Okay, I pulled two cards here, and we have a Page of Cups. We also have a Queen of Wands. That to me represents the deception here is that this individual is um, this person is not exactly being honest with you about the fact that they're looking to be in a committed relationship with you. There are other people here that this individual is also entertaining on the side. Okay, I'll just put it that way. Okay, there are other people that are here. This individual is coming off as being single and available, when in reality they really aren't. And it's also a very high possibility that this individual is also in possibly one or more, possibly two here, serious relationship with other individuals. Okay, so this is not an individual that is monogamous by any stretch of the imagination here. Okay, but this is a situation where this person wants to have their cake and eat it too. That's what's coming off here with this situation here. Okay, now again, This person does want to get married and settle down and have children with you. Okay. There's this aspect of wanting to have their wishes are fulfilled with them with you agreeing to spend being in a very dedicated long-term relationship with them, possibly even marriage at some point. So their wishes are being fulfilled to that degree. But beware, there's a tower moment here. So we have a moon card deception. We also have a tower card here. At some point, okay, if it hasn't already begun, but at some point there's going to be a tower moment here, if it hasn't already, where the truth is going to be revealed, that there are other people here. Like I said, this person is not a monogamous type of individual by any stretch of the imagination, and they aren't quite ready to settle down and be in a serious committed relationship. They may, I mean, now they may want that. They may internally want that, but actions speak louder than words. Okay. And maybe in their mind they're just waiting. Well, once I get into a committed relationship with you, then I'll drop the other individuals. I kind of really don't see that happening. Sounds nice, that type of thing. Now, this person does consider you a soulmate. They believe they have a soulmate connection with you. Okay. And they definitely believe that they have the higher ground with this particular situation because, as I said before, in their mind at least, once things get serious to the point where it looks like you guys are possibly going to get married or be in a really serious long-term committed relationship, in their mind, they're thinking, okay, well now I'll stop doing what I'm doing with these other individuals and I'll just be in this one dedicated relationship. But again, that's in their mind. This possibly even is a situation where they may even be fooling themselves. Okay, they may in actuality believe what they're saying, but this is a habit that's hard to break for them. All right. I can just kind of feel it emanating off these cards. So again, the rhetoric is meaningful if it was real, but I don't really think this I don't think this is real here. But I do believe that they believe what they're thinking. Okay, but the deceptiveness here is there are other people here that they're having a relationship with, not just you, and they're telling you that they're single. They're not. The Tower card is going to be, at some point, things are going to be revealed. Okay? And what they're going to say here is, hey, listen, you know what? I have a really strong, deep connection with you. Those others, they really didn't mean anything. They meant nothing at all. But me and you, we're here. We have a special connection. The only thing I would say to that is this. That sounds good, okay? And this may not even be the first time that they've done that, but it's been my experience that once a cheater, always a cheater. And unless some kind of drastic thing happens, people tend to have this tendency to stay on that trajectory, okay, and continue to cheat well within marriage, and it doesn't stop until something stops them, meaning that they get caught and it hurts really, really bad because it was someone they really, really cared about, or something like that. So my thing here is, I guess what I'm trying to say here, boil this down in a nutshell here, is it doesn't appear that this person is going to stop what they're doing, seeing other people on the side. All right. Now, again, being with you is moving things into a more calmer, tranquil scenario for them. So I'm not saying, again, this is a bit nuancy, okay? This person does care a great deal for you, but they are deceiving you at the same time. Okay? And all of their wishes are being fulfilled by being with you. They do consider you to be a soulmate. They have a soulmate connection with you. So they do feel like they have a very deep connection to you. But in essence, they're kind of cheating, and it really doesn't feel like they're going to stop anytime soon. So with that being said, let's see what kind of strengths. What kind of strengths are you working with here? What kind of strengths are you going to be working with here? What kind of strengths are you working with, my Leos? What kind of strengths are you going to be working with? Okay, here we go. All right, so right from the start, we have a Page of Swords energy here. Now, this energy at times could be seen as, again, this is a strength, okay? So just want to put that out there. Now, with that being said, the Page of Swords usually is somewhat of an immature adolescent energy. And it deals with conflicting situations somewhat in an immature way. Now, the reason that can be seen as a strength is because when people get hurt, they're, it's nice to think that when people get hurt, you're going to be able to articulate your feelings in a certain way. But if you're very passionate about your feelings, if you're a person that really lives in your feelings a lot, then things are going to come out the way that they come out. As long as the way that I look at it is, as long as you're making it clear about how you truly feel about a situation, at the end of the day, that's what matters. But for some, it could come off as being immature, an immature type of way to deal with something. But again, as I always say, when a person's hurt, being articulate is not exactly the first thing that comes to mind. So keeping that in mind here, that's how that could be seen as a strength. In addition here, we have the Two of Pentacles. So you definitely are able to handle multiple tasks at the same time. So you're a multifaceted type of person. In addition here, you have a good work-life balance thing going on here, a good work-school balance, if you will. But you're able to juggle multiple things at one time. So you're a multitasker, okay? There also is the aspect here of Five of Cups, looking back and regret in the past. Now that's seen as a strength because you are aware that there are some things in your past, especially in the realm of relationships, you probably could have done a little bit better, okay? And that's seen as a strength because a person that does not have the ability to be self-reflective, if you will, does not have the ability to kind of look towards the past and see where they may have also been at fault, that is a lack of growth, okay? And you do not have this problem. In addition here, we also have the double card too, okay? Which tells me that you are familiar with toxic relationships, possibly opioid addiction or alcoholism. As a matter of fact, you've dealt with something like that before, quite possibly with a loved one, quite possibly even in a relationship. And so you know the telltale signs to look for in case that happens again. So forewarned is forearmed. So you've experienced these things before, so you know what to watch out for to protect yourself. Okay. In addition, here we have the Fool card. You're still, even though you've had some hardships, you're still willing to go out there and take that leap of faith for the right situation and the right individual. Because again, at the end of the day, um, it's all about really being happy and finding that individual that's going to give you that nurturing energy that you need. And sometimes you have to take a leap of faith to do it. Don't judge a book by its cover and so forth. Sometimes you have to you don't know what you don't know till you don't know it, in other words. All right. Also, we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So you put a couple of things out there, and you're kind of waiting to see how these things are going to ripen on this vine. If these things are really going to bear fruit. In other words, if your first impressions were actually accurate ones, or are you going to have to go back to the drawing board, so to speak? In this particular situation with this particular individual, it really feels like you're probably going to have to go back to the drawing board with this individual. As I said before, I'm not necessarily saying this individual is a nefarious individual, okay? But there are some habits here they have, especially in the perspective of monogamy. If that doesn't bother you, okay, but when it comes to the aspects of monogamy, this individual is not going to be in a soul dedicated relationship with you, okay. And so that's why I say, in terms of, you probably gonna have to go back to the drawing board with this particular situation, because they are selling themselves as a person that's looking for something long-term and committed. They may be looking for something long-term, but commitment, I don't think so. All right. Also, we have here the Eight of Wands. So that means there's a great deal of communication that you do on social media and things of that nature. Really, communicating back and forth. You're not opposed, in other words, to using social media to interact with people, to find those interactions between people, to find those commonalities that are out there. So you will meet people in person. You're also willing to meet people on it's in the social media world as well, to try to find those kind of connections that you need. Finally, you're looking to have your wishes fulfilled, which is a long-term committed relationship with the right individual. Okay, so that's very, very important. So with that being said, let's see what types of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation. What types of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation? What types of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation? Do one more shuffle here. Okay, feels good. All right. Okay, so Queen of Swords. All right. So you are definitely looking for a straight shooter, someone to be straight up with you, okay? To pretty much tell it like it is, okay? In the past, maybe not so much, but now, especially when we're talking about matters of the heart, it's definitely important that a person be straight up and be honest with you from the very beginning. And that's why I said this particular situation, I see it being a bad thing, because I feel as though this person definitely was not straight up from the very beginning, okay? In addition, you want to be able to control the pace of the relationship. So if things are going a little bit too slow, you want to have the ability to kind of speed them up a little bit. If things are going too fast, you want to have the ability to halt them, okay? You want to be able to take a certain bit of control, if you will, kind of move and steer the direction of the relationship in a way that makes you feel more comfortable, all right? And if someone were not to give you that type of control, or allow you to have that type of control, at least over your own pace. You may not necessarily be able to control their pace, but you can control yours. If someone were to try to interfere with that, that would be an automatic red flag, and that would pretty much push you away from them. In addition, here you're looking for someone that is generous and someone that is courteous. In the past, maybe those were not they were not necessarily things that you would look for in an individual, but as you've gotten a little bit older, a little bit wiser, someone that is generous and courteous is something that absolutely is seen as a positive, as a net positive, not as a net negative. So, like I said before, in the past it didn't matter so much. Now it matters quite a bit, as a matter of fact. So, with that being said, let's see what additional information spirits want to give before I shut this thing down. What additional information the spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information the spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? One more shuffle here. Okay. All right. Wow. So, first time I've got this card, specialization. This card represents an individual that actually is really comfortable in their own skin. Okay, that realizes the specialness and the qualities that they have within themselves. So, in other words, an individual that realizes that they have quality, that they have self-worth, that they have, all the aspect of dignity, self-worth, etc., etc. Spirit's trying to say to you that you are a person of quality and substance and compassion and empathy, and you need to find someone that is on that same wavelength, if you will, as you are. Okay, that has those same qualities. In other words, in addition, here we have perception. So, and perception is very important here, because the perception that this individual is giving off is that they are single, available, unattached. That's the perception. All right. When the reality is something much different. And again, if they'll lie to you about this is fairly a relatively big deal here. If they lie to you about this, then it's not out of the realm of reality that they'll start lying to you about other things as well. And this is a pretty big thing to start with. That's a lie. Okay, so the lies are only going to increase in frequency. Okay, and eventually, the whole relationship will just turn out to be one big complete lie. All right. Finally, we have revision, and that means that, in layman's terms, don't fall for it. Do not let this individual talk themselves out of what you're able to see. Don't necessarily, again, I'm a tarot reader, so I'm, a shaman tarot reader, so you're getting this on this social media platform, YouTube. But find out for yourself. Once you find out for yourself that this is accurate, and that it resonates with you, and you do confront this individual if you wish to do that. Do not let them revise reality. Okay, don't let them get away with that. Check them. In other words, let them know, hey, listen, you said this, you said that, you said this. Don't let the sweet talk get in the way of reality here. Okay, because again, if they did it once, then most likely they'll probably do it again if they're not already doing it. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. This is a general love reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. All right, if this does not resonate with you, that's okay, and you want to know a little bit more about your personal situation, again, the link will be below. Feel free to get a personal reading. If this did resonate with you and you want to know a little bit more about this particular situation, then again, the link will be below. Make sure you click that, get your personal reading. If you haven't already, please like, please share, and please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you guys can be notified when I drop my videos. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, my name is Adonis. I love you guys. I really do. Appreciate your support. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.